Hey guys, it's Ace, and today I'm gonna try very hard not to say like very much. So if you guys hear me say it, I don't know, maybe comment saying, "Oh, you said it this many times" or something like that. So, oh, we said it right there. Anyways, we're gonna be looking at Double Master spoilers. And if you guys don't know, Magic has been a pretty relatively expensive game. There are a lot of cards in Magic that just cost a lot of money. That's because either they're in high demand and not being printed as much, and so like in the secondary market, it's just super costly, or just like old cards. So I mean, it's still very much the same thing, right? There's old cards haven't been reprinted. There's a lot of reasons why these cards wouldn't be, why these cards are very expensive, and they're reprinting a lot of old cards. I'm super hyped about because these are cards that are like really cool to see. Because once everyone has access to them, you don't feel as bad when you're playing like Commander to see that you have a super strong card and they have this very like weak. What was it there? They have this very weak card, right? So I'm super psyched for this. Now, let's see some of the cards that we have. We're seeing these Double Master spoilers that are actually particularly of interest. Some of these cards are just very right? I guess they're fodder spots or slots that are very much just for like, I said it like 3 times there, that are that are for, I don't know, draft or things of that ilk. So anyways, we have Dark Depths. I'm totally fine with a lot of like nasty Muldrotha combos with Dark Depths and different land combos with Dark Depths. Thespian Stage, nice card. 2020 Indestructible with flying, so you have to play a white or something that can exile this particular card, which kind of sucks because you don't play banishment effects very much in EDH, and so this becomes a very much spooky card. 2 swings and you're dead. I mean, it has flying. Is flying better than trample? Not many people play flyers, do they? I don't think so. Most creatures aren't flying. So like, this is pretty good. I like this card a lot. Even if like you need a mana sink, I dinged myself 3 times there. Even if you need a mana sink, this is good. I really like Dark Depths. I think I would put it in a few of my red decks because we just need mana sinks and there aren't too many mana sinks that I would have. I would of course not slot this in as a land, but more of a finisher or something like that. But other than that, I think this is a nice reprint. I would totally pick this up when I can, or if it's still not as expensive. I'm not sure who would pick this up. I guess there are, I know there's a dark Confidant deck that uses this in Legacy. So next up we have Vampire Hexmage. This card is very I don't know who plays this card. Maybe in Modern for Planeswalker removal because it removes all counters from target permanent. I don't know. It's whatever though. I mean, in EDH it's pretty good too because there are a lot of counters everywhere. There's 4 people. There's bound to be counters somewhere. So even if they're like poisonous counters, right? I'm looking at Skithiryx over there with his poison counters, his infect. That's a good reason to use it. Like, use it on yourself if you're infected. I don't know. I mean, what else would you do? I guess if there's a Simic deck, you would use it there. Or if there's just a Planeswalker, you'd use it there. Yeah, this is a code card. Like, if you don't have this as like in your removal package or something, this is a generally decent card. I mean, if you don't use it, it's just a first strike 2/1. I guess to get some dorks out of the way. Even block a super aggressive deck from attacking you. Pretty good card. Dark Confidant. You guys know what this does. This is a good card. I have this in my Rakdos mid-range deck. It's a sweet card. You play it, they have to kill it. Otherwise, you're like destroying everything they have. It's sweet. It's sweet. Skithiryx. I've never been like harmed by this card. I don't know how bad it is. Like playing against it doesn't seem that bad. But I don't know. I've never played against it. Right? Because it costs 5 mana for a 4/4, but it regenerates itself. But if you're casting it on turn 5, you're not getting that black pips to regenerate it. So, and you probably want to swing it with haste. Maybe if it's like a Voltron Skithiryx deck, I don't know. Doom Necromancer, Path Exile, I don't think these ever been too expensive. I guess Path has been. I think Path was like 5 to 10 bucks in between there somewhere. It's whatever. Okay. I see there's like a lot of just sort of irrelevant cards that don't seem to see too much play, which kind of sucks to be honest. I'm guessing this may lead to like a very mediocre review of this sort of set, so I'm just gonna skip those. However, some cards that are super cool they have are things like Brea. Like we need more of those, but I'm looking at Bosch. And I'm just very like disappointed. I'm very much disappointed from Bosch. We have Ethereum Shaper. This card's good. I don't even know if I would ever build a deck around Brea, but a lot of people want to build decks around Brea, and she's expensive at this point. I don't know how expensive she is, but I think she's around 20 plus because she was only printed in one set before this. Also, is this double Masters set playable in Masters? I don't think Brea is actually in Modern. I could be wrong though. Bosch, no one's playing that besides EDH players. Kragan Wick Cremator. Never in my life seen it. All right, here's the breakdown. If you've never in your life seen a particular card, and you've been playing Magic for I wouldn't say 2-ish years, it's most likely, not every time, but most likely it's a pretty bad card. So look at you, Kragan Wick Cremator. Yikes! Yikes! I hate the rarity they printed this at too. Oof, this is rough. This is why I pick up singles. This is exactly why I pick up singles. Trash for Treasure, that's sweet. Akram Dragson, that's pretty sweet. I don't have a deck for this, but if this card costs like, I said it again, if this card costs 3 mana, I'd pick it up. We do, however, have cards such as Heat Shimmer and Cyclonic Rift that are pretty dope. I would pick up both of them. Heat Shimmer goes infinite with Dual Caster Mage. It's the red snappy, except it costs 3 mana. I think it's Dual Caster Mage. So you basically have a creature on board, cast Dual Caster, targeting Heat Shimmer, and it goes infinite because you're gonna keep on copying the Heat Shimmer, and that's pretty nasty because they all have haste, and so you just swing for infinite there. Pretty cool card. Even if you don't have Dual Caster Mage, you just copy their Eldrazi and you swing with it. Maybe they sacrifice it, maybe they don't. Who knows? Maybe you have Sundialed Infinite and you keep your dude. Otherwise, this card is very much, it's very flexible. It's very flexible for a 3 mana token creator. I don't know how else to use it. Like maybe if you really want an effect that like taps or something, I don't know if it's worth it. 3 mana for like a non-permanent thing. I don't know if it's super game changing, but other than that, Heat Shimmer's a nice card. It's a fun card. I mean, it's gonna bring the cost of it down because I think right now it's around $5. I could be wrong. But even bringing it down to $2, that's great. That's great. And Cyclonic, don't even get started with Cyclonic Rift. This card's $30. I bought it when it was, I think 11. When it was 11. That's crazy to think about. I was just going into university too at that point, I think. That's pretty crazy. Sneak Attack, this is a sweet card. You'd put this in like your Perforos decks or decks that want to cheat crap out, but attacks them. Osprey Command, I need this card in white. It's super modal, so it's like great. I have no clue what this card is. Let's check this out. This is Sphinx Summoner. Enters battlefield, insert your library for an artifact creature, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. Okay, at this rarity, I guess it's okay. But even so, you don't want to put this. Do you put this in your Dimir deck? I don't know what Dimir deck wants that. Where you have black tutors. But maybe I'm just thinking about competitive people too much. I feel like that card's very much Blade Splicer, this is cool. 3 mana for a 4/4 with like first strike, kinda. Split into 2 bodies, that's decent. Flicker Wisp, always thought this thing had flash, doesn't have flash apparently. Stonehewer Giant, I'm pumped for this. Put it onto the battlefield attached. This is like a nice white card. Along with this one, Rice. I would totally make a deck with Rice. With this new border. Oh, that's one of the reasons why I didn't pick it up from the new set. I forgot what set. Mystery Booster set. That's the only reason why I didn't pick it up from the Mystery Booster set, is because it didn't have the border. I really enjoy these borders, so that's pretty sweet. You can make this like a mono white deck that just creates one else, or it can make it into a green white deck. I don't know, or a mono green deck. I think personally, I would make it into a mono white deck. I don't know why, but maybe if I make my main guard deck, I don't do that. But I'm glad for this. Even though they recently reprinted it, I'm super glad. This is gonna be super cheap. So that's pretty much all of the cards from Double Masters for today. But hopefully there will be more. Let's refresh it just in case. But oh, look at that! Look who appeared. Thespian Stage and Dark Depths. Who would have thought? Cool card here. Cool card combo. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. Tell me what you guys think about the spoilers in the comment section down below. If you guys like them, let me know. If you guys dislike them, let me know. I personally, for the most part, am not liking the fodder cards, like the cards that just are very much Looking at Kragenwood Cremator, I don't know. I haven't looked at the other spoilers yet. I'm kind of declining to do that right now because I don't know. I don't want to in front of you. I'm definitely not picking up packs for these for this reason. That's why you don't pick up packs. But I'm not enjoying it too much. There aren't too many cards. That's personally too. Like there aren't too many cards I'd like. I have Heat Shimmer. I have Cyclonic Rift. I don't have cards like Brea or Arkham Dragson. I also don't have decks for these cards, or I don't think they're particularly that interesting. Although I do like the art for Dragson a lot. I have Dark Confidant. I have a lot of these cards already, so I don't really find these particular spoilers that interesting. But if you guys like them, make sure you pick them up because it's probably gonna lower the price of them quite a bit. But other than that, peace out, guys. If you like the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, peace out, guys, and have a nice day.